Well, hello everybody, this is Speed Curves. Actually, I should probably get in my own chat. Alright, let's try that again. Hello everybody, welcome today to Sebring International Raceway. This is Speed Curves, and I have the privilege to be here today with the... Stand by. I got the privilege to be here today with the a couple different racing groups, but RBHM is the one hosting, and this is the MX-5 Cup. We will be racing today 3 consecutive races back to back to back, and we're going to have 2 classes, a Pro and an AM today. So I'm just going to do a quick systems check and don't go anywhere. All right, I think we got everything worked out, so we are about 5 minutes till start. Again, we are here at the Sebring International Raceway for a 3-race series. Actually, it's 3 races today, but it's a 6-week series altogether. So let's talk a little bit about the cars that we're going to be running tonight. It's the 1994 MX-5. It's a B77. And it runs at about 211 horsepower at 1,994 pounds. Now that's the base setup. So this is race 2. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to race 1. So essentially, when everyone raced the first week, they had their finishes, and then there was a balance of power applied. So we are going to see cars today that some are above the 577 and some are below and some are above. So basically, let's talk a little bit about the rules of how this is going to work so there's no confusion during the race. So again, since this is race 2, there has been a balance of power applied, and essentially that balance of power goes in stages. And if you finish in the top 3, you got a reduction in your PI, and that meant you went from the sport tire to the street tire. And if you had a bad finish, like the bottom 3, they got an upgrade in tires from sport to race tires. So you're going to see 3 different tires on the racetrack today on these MX-5s. You're going to see sport, street, and race. And there may even be some reduction in width in the future as BOP is applied for stacked BOP. So if you don't know what that is, BOP is balance of power. So here we go. We have 2 classes on the circuit today. Oh, it looks like I'm in the wrong room. Okay, apparently I figured it out, so I apologize. I was too busy talking and I didn't pay attention to where I was. So I am now in the correct room, and I am spectating. So this is the AM class. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the Pro class lobby. So I was in the AM class previously, but there's actually too many drivers to run one lobby. So here we are. We have 12 drivers in the Pro class, and there will not be 2 different classes of drivers on the track at the same time. So we have only Pro drivers in this lobby. So I think it's going to be an exciting race. We have a lot of fast drivers, and current points, we're going to talk about that right now. Right now, the points breakdown is AXR Ketchup is leading in the points after the first race weekend at 155 points total. And we have second place RBHM GT which both of those drivers are in the lobby today. At least I think Ketchup is in here. Let me just double check. Nope, I don't see Ketchup in here, so he is not going to be leading the points after today. And then third in points is AXR Scarhand. He is in here. And so RBHM GT has 154 points. He's only 1 point behind Ketchup, and then 153 points for Scarhand. So these three drivers are only separated by a couple points. So fourth place is Phaser, fifth is Fozzie, and sixth place is Warrior. I'm not seeing Warrior in here either, so a couple drivers missing today. Probably would have put us up around 13 or 15 drivers somewhere in there if everybody would have showed, but as it goes, other priorities sometimes take place. So I'm looking at Phaser, Fozzie, and ETR Warrior. Well, Warrior's not here, but if he was, I'd be looking at those three to make a climb because they did not suffer a BOP penalty. However, Ketchup, GT, and Scarhand, they should be suffering somewhat. So we'll see. Looks like Scarhand's at a 577, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, we're getting started here. Again, we are at Sebring International Raceway, and RBHM GT, Scarhand, and Phaser, your top three on the grid. So here we go. MX-5 Cup, Sebring International Raceway. This is the shorter circuit, so I want to welcome all my viewers as well. Thanks for showing up, and we encourage you to make a chat, and we will follow that as best as we can. So we're going to ride along with Phaser here. So as they're coming down into turn one, this is gonna usually a lot of room here. There's plenty wide. Shouldn't be able to get through there cleanly. Looks like everybody does get through there cleanly, and GT does have the hole shot, so he did make that pole position work for him as they come through turn two here, and they're going to come back through and look at Bishop Bend as they are going to work their way through the backside of the track here. And there's already a gap starting to form with the top three drivers here. And again, we do have multiple PIs in play here. So all 12 drivers looking pretty good at the moment, and as they all come through onto the Ullman Straight, they're making their way down the Ullman Straight. The draft might be a factor here as they work their way all the way down into Sunset Bend. Now Sunset Bend, turn one with cold tires, I'm sorry, the final turn with cold tires could be a tricky here. Let's see how they do as they come through the Sunset Bend, and a tight line is going to probably work out well for Phaser, but GT is a little bit wider there, makes it work for him. All drivers showing a pretty good exit here. So we got 12 laps, race one here. This is the first of three races, and you can see a massive gap to the two drivers in the back. There must have been an incident back there with those last two drivers. It looks like it's Shaggy and Brand, so they're falling off. They're probably 6 seconds, 5 seconds behind. So let's take a look. We're going to ride on with Eagle Eye here, who's right at the back of this group. And he is in fifth place, all over the back. Who's he behind there? It looks like it's Fozzie he's behind. So really nicely, everyone kind of lined up, getting in formation here on lap two. I gotta say, I'm really pleased with the way these drivers are holding their lines. I don't see any crazy moves happening early doors here, but I think they're probably all just getting settled in for race one. I really like that livery. Let's take a look at that livery on Fozzie as we can come down the straight here. We might be able to get a good look as they come into Sunset Bend. And you can see the car sliding all four wheels as they go through Sunset Bend. Fozzie with this red and white livery, their number 90 car, as looks like Phaser took a wide line, maybe crossed over. Now there is a potential for penalties here. Let's see if we can pull that up. So yes, penalties are on, and Karos already has a half second to his name. And so RBHM GT leading the way at the pointy front of the race here. as he's making his way down through, what corner is that? Looks like Bishop Bend as they're making their way through the backside of the track. There's a turn they're going through right now. It's called Glendeben. It's kind of hard to say, so I might have to shorten that up, but they're working their way down, staring down Lamar Curve as they're going to work their way back onto the Ullman Straight. So I see a really good battle forming here. The top 4 drivers really close together as Mad Mark from AAR trying to catch up to this group and bring him back to him, but he is probably about 1.3 seconds behind. And so we got GT, Scarhand, Phaser, and Fozzy all in formation, top 4. Oh, and it looks like Fozzy got a little out of shape there. It's going to crush and drive. So when you're going through Sunset Bend, you got to get your corner entry, your mid-corner throttle, and your exit spot on, or you are going to crush your lap. And you're not going to be happy with your exit there. So these 4 drivers doing well as Mad Mark trying, like we said, trying to catch up. Let's take a look farther back in this group, and we got Karos in 10th. So it looks like he has already taken a pit. So again, 1 pit stop required as Karos is trying to hunt down Eagle Eye. So we don't know if these drivers' pace is going to be about the same or slower than the front runners. We won't know until the front runners enter pits and exit. So Eagle Eye and Karos able to have a bit of a gap between them, so they're not going to be disturbed. They're going to be able to run their lines the best they can. So in the back of this group, we got Brand. Now keep in mind, Brand here, he's in 11th place, and I do believe we started off. Did we start off with 12 drivers? Hopefully we didn't drop anybody. But Brand here, sponsored by Rogue Energy Drink, he is on a wheel. One of the few drivers in the field that is circulating on a wheel pedal setup to simulate the best he can. So we'll see if that wheel pedal setup works out for him. Let's take a look at the front as we're going to bounce right back up to the front. GT still leading this race. And you know he's going to have hard on his trail RBHM Phaser, followed by Fozzy. And looks like Scarhand may have taken a pit because he's not in this group now. So maybe he was being held up and wanted to have some clean air. So top 3 drivers doing a good job, followed by the 4th place driver of Mad Mark. He has not taken a pit yet. So not a lot of battling as we speak. Drivers are pretty settled in, getting their rhythm, getting their lines down so that they can maximize their potential on lap times. So I expect that once these guys go in the pits and this race starts to wind down, we're only at lap 5. So once this race starts to wind down, say lap 10, we're going to probably start seeing a little bit more interesting passing attempts and cars really going door to door. So let's see how this works out. So GT just kind of running his ways at the front. Is he going into the pits? No, he's not. He's full gas coming out of that last corner. And we got AAR Grumpy, Autism Awareness Racing Grumpy in 5th, doing a really good job, followed by RBHM Dino in 6th. I would really like to get a closer look at some of these paint liveries. I know these guys have done a really good job and put the time in to make these cars look good. So there it is. There's a nice shot right there of Grumpy's AAR paint livery as we're going to see it going right through here. This is a 1994 Mazda MX-5. Really fun, fast little car, B-Class, we're running today. As they, as we see here, they are exiting, going through Glen Bean. I think it's Glen Bean. That's how you say the name of that corner. I might just have to forego the pronunciation on that one because it is a bit of a mouthful as you're announcing. So, but now here we see him going through Lemma Curve onto the Ullman Straight. So it's super important to get a good drive out onto this Ullman Straight because you are going to be able to maximize your straight line speed and possibly pull a draft. So again, 4th, 5th, and 6th going through the screenshot here, separated by about 4 to 5 car lengths. And is GT still at the front? Yes, he is. And still followed by Phaser and Fozzy. And we are showing, yep, all 11 drivers in the lobby still, so doesn't look like we've dropped anybody, which is very good news. So here we got these top 3 drivers probably going to think about taking a pit here pretty soon, as their tires may be starting to get a little bit overheated. We can actually take a look at their tire wear through the telemetry here. So right now we're looking at Fozzy. No, I'm sorry, we're looking at GT. And tire wear really not a factor. So I don't see any engine damage. Oh, this is showing 4% transmission damage. We don't know how accurate that may be. So we are going to get away from that graphic and let's look in the field to find the closest battle we can. I might even have to bring the track map up here. I don't normally like to do that, but here it is. It is helping me. I am showing a battle between 8th and 9th here, between Karos and Scarhand. Let's stay there. Now these two drivers know each other well, both UK drivers. They've raced many a times together. Scarhand just in front of Karos there. 2 different club members, but drivers that know each other well. Doing a really nice job. I really like Karos's paint livery there. And I didn't get a chance to get a great look at Scarhand. Let's see if we can get a look at his and give him some love on his painting skills. As Grumpy in the pits. And Karos trying to make a bit of ground up here on Scarhand. There we go. There it is. The typical, what we normally see from Scarhand, that purple paint scheme that we've seen him using for a long time now. We're going to have to get with him one of these days to get the story behind that, to maybe give us a little bit more insight on his colors and why he typically likes to go with the same color scheme. And it does make him stand out, no doubt about that. We always know where he is. And Scarhand maintaining that gap back to Karos. Looks like both drivers very consistent, but they are consistently gapped from each other. I don't see a decrease or an increase there. So let's take a look at the front. And where is Fozzy? He was in 3rd and still is in 3rd, but now he is attacking the 2nd place driver. This is where the action is right now. So Fozzy all over the back of his competitor, RBHM Phaser, right in front of us. Is this where Fozzy's going to take an attack? So AXR Fozzy versus RBHM Phaser. 2 different driving clubs, very fast drivers, but this is where I predicted we might see some battles. We're on lap 9. I thought maybe closer to lap 10. But this is where it's at, lap 9, coming down, staring down Lamar. They're going to be entering Lamar corner here pretty quick, or Lamar curve onto the Oldman straight. And is there going to be a draft in effect here? So Fozzy did get a slightly better drive. You can see him coming down the Oldman straight. He's got at least a fender on him. They are now door to door. Is Phaser going to give him room, or is Fozzy going to push Phaser to the outside? Who's taking the inside? It's going to be Fozzy on the inside as they go through a very bumpy, but who's on the gas first? Fozzy. Really beautifully done. I have to give him kudos, as Phaser says, I'm going to the pits. And Fozzy's decided to stay out, so I don't think Phaser wants anything to do with a battle. Unfortunate for the rest of us, as we were really enjoying seeing that. And I think Fozzy's probably going to dive into the pits this very next lap around to see his progress, to know if he has to push or not. So currently in first place, Fozzy all by himself has not pitted. We got Mad Mark in 2nd. He has not pitted. Followed by Dino in 3rd. So Dino has not pitted. And then I think, was it Scarhand? No, it was GT in 4th. Followed by 5th place Eagle Eye. So here we go. Phaser out of the pits. He slotted in just behind Eagle Eye, who we know has been in the pits. GT has been in the pits. So I think only your top 4 drivers not currently pitted, possibly your top 3. So where is Scarhand and where is Patty McCowie, aka AAR Karos? Are they battling? And they are battling. They have done a great job. The consistency is there. The distance between them is about the same. So both drivers doing really well here. I kind of hope to see a little bit of that gap reduced for the sake of the fans, as AXR Scarhand not far behind the driver just in front of him, which is going to be Phaser. Where is Brand, as he's farther back in the field in 9th place, and Grumpy in 10th, followed by Shaggy. So I know we got something good brewing up here. We're now currently going to be with AX. Oh, look at Fozzie coming out of the pit, slotted in just in front of Phaser. So we're going to ride with Phaser. I'm going to ride along with Phaser because I know it's going to get good, as Phaser is chasing a Fozzie with cold tires. I'm not sure if they're going to like how I said that, but that is how it came out. Phaser versus Fozzie. Fozzie on cold tires. Look at this. They're going back through. They've already gone through Bishop, and they're heading through the back part of the track, staring down Lamar Curve. And there's a little bit of getting into the back of Fozzie. No, they're actually looking at Lamar Curve now. Onto the Ullman straight. They get into the back of each other. Fozzie gets a bit of a bump from Phaser, but it doesn't affect his drive. And this is where it's at, folks. Let's take a look behind. There's no threat, so Phaser attacking Fozzie on cold tires, but he's giving him the opportunity to let his tires come up to temp, which is going to make a future attack a bit more difficult, but he's a bit deep in the corner, can't get back on the gas. Eagle Eye not getting a great line through there. He's going to see a soon challenge, and this is lap 12 of 12. This is it, folks, and Fozzie has held him off, and the winner of this race is going to be GT, and second place Eagle Eye, followed by Dino, Fozzie, and Phaser. Scarhand taking 6th, Karos in 7th, followed by Mad Mark, Brand, and Grumpy, and Shaggy bringing up 11th place. So I do believe I have that correct. Did I have my lap count wrong? It looks like they're going at full speed, so maybe I did. I apologize. They are now on lap 12. This is the final lap. Of course it is. I was totally wrong. I had my lap count off. That's why they're still battling. So Eagle Eye holding down second place with the first place driver GT in his sights, but he's too far gone. Fozzie's probably expecting a last minute dive going in to the Sunset Bend, but is Phaser too far back? Let's find out right now. He's going to try to get on that gas. Oh, he's trying to get that apex, bring it in, and he's on the gas, but Fozzie does really good on him, showing Phaser that he's not going to crack under pressure, and that is it, folks. I have not got it wrong this time. That is the final, taking the checkered flag. Again, congratulations to GT taking the win, followed by Eagle Eye, second place, Fozzie in third. Fourth place, Phaser gave a great challenge to Fozzie, but was not able to capitalize. Ooh, that was good racing there at the end. Again, the BOP has brought these drivers a bit closer together. I just know we're going to see a little bit even closer racing next race, because there's going to be a reverse race grid, I believe. And that should really spice things up. So let's take a look here at our previous, we don't want to miss anybody. So yeah, previous race, the race win goes to GT, followed by Eagle Eye and Fozzie. So our leaders in the points, GT, who won that race, was second in points. So he is going to increase his point standing. And Scarhand coming in today was in third place, 1 point behind GT. So he is going to fall a little bit farther back, because that is quite a gap between him and GT now that the race one has been completed. So a bit of a points mix up here. At the end of the day today, we're going to see probably Well, I expect GT to do well the next 2 races, so he might be our points leader after 3 races today. But you know what? That's why they race. It's all on paper now, so we'll see how it goes. But want to say thanks to everybody that is in the chat right now that's viewing. We are excited that you showed up to take part today. And I want to just take a quick look and say thanks to, looks like Bungie. I appreciate you guys showing up. And Fish Dog. Hey, what's up, Fish Dog? Thanks for the good reference on the stream. I appreciate that. Anybody else? I know I got multiple viewers here. Log on and type up a comment. We will respond. Give us your pick on who's going to win race 2. Tell us your predictions. We'll comment on it. We will mention you by name if that's okay. And we'd love to have a chat in the chat for the stream. So again, 4th place Scarhand, 5th place Phaser, followed by Karos, Brand, Mark, Dino, Grumpy, and Shaggy bringing up the rear, the 11th place driver. So looking at fast laps, I see GT with a 120.2, which was enough to win the race, but it wasn't the quickest lap. I'm seeing a 120.1 from Eagle Eye. So that is going to take the fast lap point. So congratulations to Eagle Eye. Not only did he gain a 2nd place, but he picked up some extra points for his fast lap. And so each race, that will gain you an extra point or 2 if you run the fastest clean lap. So congratulations to Eagle Eye. Very, very fast lap, 120.6. Nice job. So we are taking a few-minute break here. I'm going to make sure I'm readied up for spectating just in case we get off earlier than I expected here. But yeah, so let's see if we can take a look at the grid. So Shaggy, Grumpy, Dino. Shaggy, yeah, it is a reverse race grid, folks, so that is going to make it very interesting. So your top 3 drivers, GT won the race, even though he had... Well, let's make sure let's look at the previous race here. So GT won the race, even though he had a 577, which is the baseline for the PI. And Eagle Eye was upgraded to a 599, so we know he's running on race tires. And Fozzie, who took a 3rd place a podium, was also on the base 577. So let's see, any of these drivers on anything less than 577, it doesn't look like it. So I expect Eagle Eye, now that he's got a race under his belt, to try to put it on GT the 2nd race. You know it's a reverse race grid, so traffic will play a factor as most of our drivers are readied up now. We're going to get this launched here pretty quick. Again, this is race 2 of week 2 at the MX-5 Cup, put on by RBHM, sponsored by Rogue Energy Drink, a drink for all gamers. And I do understand that there's some new sponsors coming online too, so we'll see how that goes. As soon as I get information, I will get it out to you guys. But exciting stuff. Look at this. Here we go. Race 2 about to get underway. And we know it's a reverse race grid. So I'm going to try to do a good job at picking a who I'm going to run the race with in the start here. I'm probably going to go on board with them just to make it a little bit more interesting. And here we go, folks. We're going to run back with Eagle Eye, who's our 2nd place finisher in that last race. And let's take a look behind him. He's got 2 cars behind him, and in front of him is a whole host of cars. So let's watch how they come through turn 1. I have a great view here, folks. And Dino getting a little offline into the back. Karos, Scarhound now under attack from Eagle Eye. And Fozzie, just look at Fozzie's like, I'm going to reel it back a little bit. Don't want to get into any incidents, but Eagle Eye going for it up the inside of Brand, back on the gas. And look at that. Looks like, was it Phaser? Gets a little loose there in the back end, loses his drive. But the driver in front of this group is getting away. And here, Brand under attack from Eagle Eye as Phaser, knowing that he has got to do everything he can with Karos early, and they're back onto the Ullman Straight, lap 1, full tires. Look at this, Brand does not get the drive he was looking for, and Eagle Eye attacking, wasting no time. And is he going to make short work of OF Brand? We shall see as they go into Sunset Bend. It's going to be a door-to-door. Look at Eagle Eye late on the brakes, and Brand trying to get early on the gas, but Eagle Eye does a really nice job there, showing him the way around and the fast line. So Phaser now got a rear view mirror full of Eagle Eye. Mad Mark and Parrish just up ahead, and the leader of this race has a decent cushion from the second place driver of Grumpy. But look at this, Eagle Eye making no bones about it. He wants to get to the front of this race as quickly as he can, as really nice racing there. Not a lot of room there, but oh, you knew that, you saw that coming, as Eagle Eye couldn't quite make the apex there. And looking back, we got Brand. Oh, look at this Phaser taking the short way around the track. He got off the track and decided he needed to get back in action as quick as possible, but not able to capitalize with Scarhand just in front of him. So we're gonna go back to the proper replay camera here, and we got a good one, folks. Battle mano-a-mano from all these drivers, and they are close together. I do think that we are going to see some pit strategy taking place anytime here, because Shaggy, who was the last place finisher, is now in the front. He is pushing as hard as he can to create that gap. He has no resistance. Nobody is attacking, and he's not going to pit because he's got everything going for him. Followed by Grumpy in second place, and Karos in the pits, Brand in the pits. So we got a couple 3 drivers possibly in the pits, and this is going to cause them to spread out a little bit. So where is Scarhand? We know he had Fozzie just behind him. Is Fozzie still behind? Looks like Dino behind him. Fozzie took the pits. Not totally sure if he did, but now AXR Scarhand. Oh, it looks like Scarhand a little bit off there. Got his line a little bit messed up, and now Phaser coming through on the inside. Phaser was already there. So Phaser's in 5th, and Scarhand holding down 6th, but I'm sure that he's going to do everything he can to follow him to stay in his draft. So I want to say welcome to some of the new viewers into the stream. Thanks for making a chat. We got a shout out for Eagle Eye coming from the from Jello 41. He's an ETR driver. Oh, I'm shots. Shots fired here, folks. We do have a comment that the AM driving lobby is a bit more of an exciting race than the pro, but that's just an opinion. So shots fired from one of the AM drivers. Laugh out loud. We shall see. Hey, it could be true. Maybe I should be over in that AM lobby. So pro drivers, the challenge is there. Step up the racing action or lose some love there. So we'll see. Okay, so we got this driver who is Scarhand in the pits. We don't want to stay there with him, so let's ride on with Grumpy, who's in second place. And Grumpy right behind, actually he's being attacked by GT, so our race 1 winner, GT, up behind Grumpy. So GT's in third, I'm sorry, GT's in third. Grumpy is in second. Followed by our 4th place driver, and that's Mad Mark. So Grumpy is going to feel the pressure from GT, and I'm going to ride along with GT just to see his race skills in action here. I know as they come through Sunset Bend, this is probably where GT is going to want to try to gain some ground on Grumpy. Is he going to be able to do it? He's got nothing going behind him, so he doesn't have to worry about any threats from behind. As they come into Sunset Bend, Grumpy a little bit wide, trying to get on the gas. He loses traction. And he's getting back on it, but I don't know, he's feeling the pressure for sure, but he doesn't collapse. He maintains a strong head, and he's basically letting GT know, if you want to get in front of me, you're going to have to earn it. Well done, AAR Grumpy, making his team proud as he's holding that inside line, and he is definitely guarding it. We know that Forza race regulations are on. We're gonna just take a quick look over there, and this is it. This is where the move is being made. And he has cleanly made a pass on Grumpy there. So looking at penalties, I see a penalty for Mad Mark, 2 1/4 seconds, followed by a half second for Karis. Eagle Eye collecting penalties this race. Scarhand collecting penalties, so quite a few drivers. Is that going to factor in at the end of this race? We shall see. So getting back to the proper camera angle, let's take a look around the map to find out where the battles lie. And we do see is a fierce battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th. So Scarhand following Off-Brand, who's following Karos. A good battle there, but we also have a decent battle in the front of this race. So 2 drivers in the pit, so they've just dropped out of the battle for the top 5. So now we're going to see these drivers that are in the pits. They're going to find themselves probably around Fozzie, as Fozzie comes through the final curve there at Sunset Bend onto the front straight. He's going to see these cars exiting the pits. Is it going to be a factor? We'll see. Fozzie, going to see traffic coming out of the pits right now. Who was that? And looks like they got out just in front of Fozzie, so he's going to have some work cut out for him to get up to those drivers on cold tires. So Mad Mark and Scarhand are in a nice battle here. Did Mad Mark just go off? I hear a massive collision. What has happened to Mad Mark? I heard tires screeching and I heard some metal clashing. So Mad Mark having an incident. Was that involved with Fozzie? Hard to say. Fozzie definitely got some damage at the front of his car there. But we are going to go back to where we saw Scarhand, because we know there's a beautiful battle getting ready to materialize here. And Scarhand currently in 8th, as he's right in there behind Phaser. So Karos leading this group of 4, followed by Brandon 6th, 7th place Phaser, and Scarhand trying to make that time up to the backside of this group of 4. He wants to get up there and to dice with these guys. I know that there's only lap 7 or 12 completed here, but a lot of time to race. These top 8 positions, a lot of good racing to be had here. And the 9th place position of Fozzie, followed by Dino. Those guys are able to really run the race. Is this a move I see on Scarhand? Scarhand right up behind Phaser. And is he sizing up Phaser? So Scarhand able to study the lines of Phaser and calculate his move, because you know as he follows him around, he's going to be able to see where he's quicker, where he's gaining and losing from the driver in front of him. So you expect to see a calculated move here. Is it going to be going down the Ullman straight? The drive is important here as AXR Scarhand now. Let's see if he can gain on Phaser. Looks like Phaser did well. He did not lose anything on the exit, but possibly they are losing time to the 2 drivers in front of him on a defensive line strategy. As we see Phaser, those cars are completely sliding all 4 wheels, tires, going into the Sunset Bend. Really fun to watch on corner entry right there. And where is Karos in this group? Is he at the front? He is towards the front. He's currently in 4th place. And he has got Brand right behind him. I really like that blue and white livery of Karos. We mentioned it earlier. And Shaggy in 2nd place. So he started off in pole, but he's being hounded by Eagle Eye, who is a 2nd place finisher. Eagle Eye on the money today with his lap times. We know he attacked early to try to get out in front. It's really worked out for him, because now he is attacking for the race lead. He's already done his pit, so we know that he just has to make a move here. Is this where it's going to come? Let's stay here. Eagle Eye now sizing up Shaggy, inching slowly up to him as they are on the Oldman Straight. It's gonna be here, folks. I think he's gonna try to put a move on him into the Sunset Bend, but he's on the outside. You know he's gonna try to square him up and get on that gas early, but no, Shaggy nailing the corner and feeling really good about it. Good job, Shaggy. I know the Eagle Eye's excited that his challenge wasn't made easy. He's gonna have a race on his hands, as Shaggy is not laying down for the race number 2 finisher, or the race 1 second place finisher. Great job, Shaggy, making RBHM Club very proud as he's holding off the AXR driver. It's almost too good to go away from. I know there's some really juicy battles right back there for 4th and 5th. I see it just in the view there, but I don't want to get away because Shaggy is earning his money right here. He's going to have to go to the boss after this race and maybe talk negotiations for the next contract, as Eagle Eye is piling on the pressure, and I see Shaggy holding his head together, not cracking. It is beautiful to watch, as this is it. Shaggy getting another good exit, and Eagle Eye recalculating his plan, as going to the outside in Sunset Bend isn't going to make it happen, folks. Shaggy's already withstood him on that one. And coming in from an Eagle Eye fan, Jello, he's just, oh, here it is, this is it. And Eagle Eye has tried the outside, but Shaggy back on the gas early. Is he gonna be able to? Yeah, I think Eagle Eye's overcooked the corner, or has he? Coming down into turn 1, we don't know yet. And this is it here at turn 1. It looks like Shaggy has relegated to 2nd place. Eagle Eye smashing it in that last corner and completing that pass. And I did get that smashing it term from one of our viewers. Thank you for the comment. But look at this, Shaggy not gonna lie down. He's fighting back already. And this is lap 10 of 12, folks. We got 2.5 laps to go. And Shaggy right there, attack, 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 I say, Shaggy. Show him that you are not going to go away quietly into the night, as we see the group behind them, a group of 4. Let's take a look back at Karos Scarhan. So 5th and 6th, followed by Brandon 7th. Can they catch Phaser? It's everything, an all-out assault to try to catch Phaser. We'll see if they can do it. It looks to me like he's got a bit of about probably a 0.6 of a second gap there. But yeah, I love seeing the cars slide all the way to the corner there. I do want to take a quick ride along with our race leader, as I typically do. And GT is our race leader. I did screw that one up. I thought it was Eagle Eye, so I apologize to GT. But no, Eagle Eye is our leader, as GT comes out of the cup, out of the pits, and Eagle Eye is right there. Look at Shaggy's not drifted off behind these two. Now Eagle Eye is surely going to attack GT, as GT's on cold tires. And Eli a little bit in the grass. Where's the penalty time? That is a totally different factor we have not talked about. GT's got a 3/4 second penalty. Look at it, Eagle Eye's got 3¼ second penalty. So all Shaggy's got to do is stay behind him. And Shaggy's gonna, is that a 6-second penalty? It's a 6-second penalty for Eagle Eye. He cannot win this race. And Shaggy is going to inherit 2nd place as long as they stay as is. So that is why Eagle Eye maybe, oh, Eagle Eye gets into the back of GT. Second penalty or not is going to show him a bumper. And GT, I don't know if that was a mistake made, but Eagle Eye trying to get to the front of this race to try to eliminate that 6 seconds of penalty, which now is, yeah, this is really good stuff here. Shaggy, just stay where you're at, and you will inherit a podium, folks. So GT, no penalty time at the pointy end, but it's not going to, oh, look at this. Is that an attack? going to the backside of the track through Glendenbean, and they're making their way through, I think it's like turn 5, as they are looking to stare down Lamar Curve, and they're going to try to get through here as quick as they can. So I don't really see this being too much of a battle. Yes, they're going door to door, but with the penalty that Eagle Eye has, Curve really has this locked up unless he makes a mistake and Shaggy's able to capitalize. So going back to these drivers in 5th, 6th, and 7th, Scarhand currently in 6th. I'm having a great time here, folks, commentating on this. Yes, it is an epic battle, I agree, between the two front drivers. Unfortunately, the penalty is going to be a deciding factor there. But Scarhand now trying to put a move on Karos as there's only one lap to go. Is this now, remember, as they see the white flag, Brand back in 7th, probably too far to make a difference for that battle. Fozzie even farther back. So Phaser followed by Karos. And that is going to be it, folks. I'm not doing a great job on my lap count. I have failed my viewers. I apologize. I get too excited. I got to reel it back a little bit, maybe pay attention to the lap count, or maybe hire an assistant to, you know, whisper a little birdie in my ear what lap we're on, because I completely butchered that, and I can't, you know, I can't take it back. So I apologize that it is what it is, but we have to take a look at previous race results because we know that Eagle Eye had his 6 seconds, and GT, RBHM GT #1 for the 2nd time in a row, #1, doing a great job at a 577 PI, and Shaggy with that 599 PI taking a 2nd place, followed by Phaser and Karos. Scarhand in 5th, Eagle Eye that ended up with 7 seconds, looks like the top penalty acquirer, finished in 6th place, followed by Fozzie 7th. So penalty time, it looks like Karos may have, it did not cost him because Scarhand also had adequate penalty. So good job to Karos holding off and keeping that fourth place position. So Grumpy in 9th, Dino in 10th, and Mad Mark. So there you have the official results. Again, penalty time is on. They are acquiring penalties as they race. If they go outside of track limits, they will get penalized, and at the end of the race, there will be time added on to their total race time, which will indeed, in fact, affect their race position. So there you have your official finishes of that race too. Again, kind of hard for me to speculate during the race if you know, who's going to finish where based on positioning, because I don't have access, or I can't calculate the penalty time quick enough, so in real time. So I apologize that I did have a little bit wrong. I got a lap count wrong, but I'm going to look into hiring an assistant to maybe ding the bell when the white flag comes out. We shall see if I can pull that off. So I'm going to take a quick break here, grab some water before race 3. It's been really exciting. Race 2 was a lot more exciting than race 3, I have to say. And I think it's going to be another exciting race coming up right after this. So we're going to take a quick break, and don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And we are going to finalize this race day with our final race 3 of the day and see how these drivers come out. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, we are back online. So let's take a look at the comments here. If it wasn't for penalties, Eagle Eye would have won, but 7 seconds. OMG, I couldn't agree more. I think he's going to work on his lines a little bit more this final race to see if he can clean that up. So again, welcome to our viewers that we have here with us today. Bring a comment to the chat box and we will respond. Let us know what you think. So yeah, that was a great race, guys. Really good. I'm looking forward to a really good final race here. Let's take a quick look. Oh, they're doing the sort right now. So they are sorting the, I don't know if this is a reverse race grid or a random, but let's take a look. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun here. So taking a look at the comments, thanks to everybody who's jumped in there, and we want to know, who do you think is going to win this race? Make a quick little comment. What do you think is going to happen? Give me your predictions. GT has already made a pretty dominant statement today, so I think if you say he's going to win, it's probably not going out on a limb. So tell me who you think is going to win, or maybe take a second if you think GT is going to take another win. So GT definitely representing his speed here today. So again, these are short laps, folks. I mean, there's not a whole lot of corners. There's really only, let's see, about 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 corners or so on this track and a couple straightaways. So it's not a whole lot of turning going on, but 2 corners, really, really important to get right. It's the final corner, which is Sunset Bend. You got to get that right, or you crush your lap time. And then the third to last corner, which is Lamar Curve. If you don't get that right, your drive's going to be destroyed, and you will have a terrible lap time as well. So here we go. Launch countdown is in effect, and we are going to get our third and final race going here. Who's going to get the whole shot here? Who is on pole? I didn't even get a chance to see. We're about to find out. It may be a reverse race grid. Huh? And we are off. Fozzie with the pole position as he's making his way down the straight. And no, Shaggy with pole. So Shaggy's up front. And Fozzie is going to try to get on the inside of Shaggy there. Let's go on the game camera, take a look back here. It's Karos in third place, followed by Mad Mark and Phaser. And Karos on the brakes. Then looks like Mark getting pushed off the track by one of the other drivers. I couldn't see Eagle Eye making a move on Brand. And Shaggy taking advantage of all of this as he's trying to make a break. Looking back in the field, I don't see any drivers off. No, I don't see any drivers off. It looks pretty good. And yeah, racing is on. The final race as they come through Lamar Curve onto the Olman Straight. Shaggy already under attack. His gap that he had developed in the first half lap is gone. And Karos trying to stay there along with Fozzie. So is Fozzie going to attack early on Shaggy? Come down, Shaggy taking that inside line. And he's doing pretty well there, but he's not able to get on the gas. You see the car get out sideways, but so does Fozzie. But Fozzie still it's a drag race down the straight as they cross the start straight finish. It's a drag race to turn 1, but Shaggy's going to have the inside line. Is he going to give him room? What's going to happen here? We shall see. And it looks to me like, oh, is it Shaggy taking a penalty right there? I couldn't tell. And Fozzie has done it. Fozzie has done it. He's taken the lead as Karos now trying to capitalize on Shaggy. As they all come through turn 4 right there. And it looks to me like all drivers are still in line here. And Scarhand now mixing it up with GT. So let's watch Scarhand and GT as they battle. Scarhand now slotted in behind GT, so Scarhand in 8th place at the back of this group. Well, not at the very back, but at the back of this specific group. and they are making their way down the Ullman Straight. So this is always going to be interesting when you got this many cars on lap 2 going into Sunset Bend, because there's so many different ways to enter and exit this corner. Oh, we got a car sideways. Who was that? Was that Phaser? I believe it was Phaser. Did not get the drive he was looking for, and Eagle Eye and Brand have opted out of this group and went straight to the pits. So Scarhand right alongside is a GT, and they're battling door to door, going down into turn 1 with Phaser just in front of them. It's going to be interesting to see how this comes out. It's about 2 wide with GT in front, and they are now 3 wide going down in the backside. I don't think you want to do that, but looks like Scarhand thought better of it and has put the brakes on a little bit early, but it's worked out for him because now he's got the inside line, calculated move, but GT has also calculated his move, and GT Scarhand door to doors. They're going through the backside of the track here, and they're looking into Lamar Curve. They gotta get this right. They're not quite there yet, but they're going into Lamar Curve. Phaser going to take a penalty there, and Scarhand into the back of GT slightly. And who's going to get on the gas first to get the ultimate drive going down Ullman Straight? And GT and Scarhand, mano a mano, going, at it here as they go down to the back side of this track here in the back straight. They're going to go into Sunset Bend, and Scarhand, is he going to attack? He's a bit on the outside. GT holding that tight inside line. Very well done. Scarhand not able to do anything about it. Phaser just has a distant view of these two going at it. And now Grumpy up there in 6th place, right behind Phaser. This field has already really started to spread out here as Eagle Eye's been in the pits with Brand. Those two pitted early. And they're probably just going to use each other as a reference and try to maximize their lap times, because once these other drivers pit, and here's Karos coming out of the pits now just in front of Brand, but Brand is going to be on tires that are up to temperature. And Karos, is he going to try to attack Eagle Eye on cold tires? We shall see. Again, this is mostly British drivers in this lobby, if not all British drivers. So I think I may be the only Americano in the lobby, folks, which is quite fine. These guys are very enjoyable to watch race and put on a great show. So look at this. Karos is under attack from Brand because Brand was on the warmer tires. Is this where Brand is going to make a move, as it is giving the Eagle Eye a chance to brake? And he is not going to be asked, you have to be asked twice for that. He is on his way out. Eagle Eye, no penalty time yet. So apparently the second race, he has decided to clean it up a little bit. Let's bring up penalties to see where that's at. So it looks like Brand has a slight penalty. I can't see what it is yet. But Phaser in the pits. So let's, we're going to jump up here to our front runner, who is Fozzie. Fozzie just kind of driving by himself right now. He's got nothing going. Shaggy's back there, but nothing threatening. And then Shaggy's got the driver behind him of GT. We know GT is going to be coming in to try to take a trifecta win, a race win for 1, 2, and 3. But we'll see if he can do it. Fozzie doing real nice there, getting through Sunset Bend. Where is GT in relation to Shaggy here? And GT being attacked. Oh, GT's off into the pits. So that puts Scarhand in 3rd place, as he now is going to try to run down Shaggy. We know that Scarhand was in the points. Let's take a look. Scarhand coming into today was 3rd in the points, only 2 points behind Ketchup, but he is not here today, so he is going to lose his points lead. But RBHM GT essentially was just 1 point in front of Scarhand. So GT getting ready to exit, and he's going to exit the pits right behind Yeah, right behind Karos and Brand. So GT has his work cut out for him if he wants to get a race win in this third race. So this is probably where most of the action, we see Phaser in the background there. He's about 1.5 back. Did I hear some tire screeching? I did. What has happened? I missed it, folks. And we know GT may have locked up with cold tires coming out of the pits on his outlap. But there's going to be something exciting happening here any minute. I just know it as they are working their way down into the Mach curve. Let's do a bumper view on with GT here as they get their way onto the Ullman Straight. Brand knows that GT's back there, but he's trying to stay in the draft as Karos as much as possible. Probably not a huge effect on these cars at this speed. Not long enough straight to really bring the draft into effect. But look at this, we got, oh, Brand is a little bit deeper than he wanted to be. He's not gonna get back on the gas as soon. But GT looks like he's spinning up a little bit as well. And Brand has held on to that spot. That's damage limitation there. Karos probably did the best to get through there, those three. And now Brand, he's gonna feel the pressure of GT. Is GT gonna dive down the inside? No. And someone has just come out of the pits. And it looks like it's Scarhand, so now we got a four-way battle here on lap 7 and 12. I'm going to do a better job this time to keep counts of my laps so I don't mess that up this final race. And GT just touching the grass there on that apex, and even there he stays out of the grass, but Brand not on the gas quite as quick, and you can see him inching closer and closer, and there's going to be a move somewhere here. He reels it back a little bit there. He's probably going to try to early brake and early gas. That's what he's doing, folks, as they come onto the Ullman Straight. But Brand says, I'll have none of that. You're not getting by me here. And let's take a look behind. Scarhand not making up any ground. So now lap 9 of 12. Karos not cracking under the pressure. He wants to see his MX-5 in the top 5. Oh, and here it is. There's a hard move. Up the inside, Brand, where is he? He's drifted off course, offline. Maybe a penalty, not sure, but now Karos is feeling the intense pressure of the double race winner so far. But I don't know, folks. I don't think GT can, I don't think he's close enough to get a race win unless these drivers in front have not pitted, but we'll see. So look at this, Brand right back there. We're gonna have to go to a different view here as Brand, oh, Scarhand into the back of Brand, probably loses a little bit of time there. Brand is fighting back brilliantly against GT, but look at the bumper. Racing Buddies RBHM GT, his bumper has taken quite a bit of damage there. It's got a massive dent, and Racing Buddies is looking more like Racing, well, I don't want to say what it looks like, but it's got quite a bit of damage there. So we got 4 viewers here that are enjoying this race action. I want to encourage you to keep making comments. Thank you, Jello, for your interaction. I do appreciate it. I thought maybe you're probably racing in the USA lobby tonight, so we're gonna look for you. But again, GT coming through the final curve there. Brand has not gone away as they are now on lap 9. So we got 4 laps to go here, folks. And someone has just exited the pits. Who was that? We're gonna get out of here and go to replay camera. Who has exited the pits? Was that Shaggy or maybe Eagle Eye? It may have been Eagle Eye. We will find out right now, as Eagle Eye does not have a full bag of fuel, so it's not him. Is it Grumpy? So it is Shaggy. Looks like he just came out of the pits. He's on 93% fuel. That's a bit of a way to cheat to know if they pit or not. Hopefully Forza can give us a little bit more information in the future. We shall see. But here we are, RBHM Shaggy in 4th place, doing a great job to hold that down. Really excited, I'm sure, from his 2nd place podium in race 2, and he may be on course for another podium if he can hold it together and string together some really fast laps, but he did have a bit of a bobble there, and Karros is starting to smell blood in the water. And there is quite a group here. Well, it's a group of 3/4 if you want to include Scarhand, but Scarhand's going to have his work cut out for him as we see Grumpy into the pits. And we are now on lap 10. It is winding down, folks. Only 3 laps to go in this race for the finish of the racing today. Third and final race. It is upon us. It is here. There is 3 laps left. And it looks like Scarhand has joined this group and has positioned himself to battle here for this. It's really a battle for 4th position, because Shaggy holding down 3rd. Who's in 2nd? We have to take a look. Was it Eagle Eye? Yes, it is. And Fozzie. So Eagle Eye has a 1-second penalty, not going to be a factor in this race. He's far enough ahead. So let's take a quick look at penalty. Nothing for Shaggy. We spoke on Eagle Eye. He's only got a 2nd, not going to be a factor. So does Karros have any penalty time? It looks as though he does not. And I do see 3/4 second on GT, so Karros has to keep at least 3/4 of a second behind GT to take that position. Brand, I'm not showing any penalty time there. So yeah, great job. Scarhand does have some penalty time. I can't tell what it is yet. It looks like only a 1/2 second, so he is also in this fight. So we are lap 11, and they are going to see the white flag next time they come around. This is where the battle is, and look at that, Brand up. I'm gonna have to maybe go on board here. I mean, Fozzie has this thing. I do believe he's got this thing in the bag, unless he hasn't been in the pits. Let's see if Fozzie goes into the pits. And he is going into the pits, so he's going to lose the lead. Fozzie not a front runner anymore, which is going to put Eagle Eye in the driver's position for the race win. So we know that Eagle Eye's got a country mile of a lead, and Shaggy now is the one that is in question. Can he hold it together in 3rd place, as he is going to see the white flag here? The pressure is on Shaggy, but he's held it together. He's only got 1 more lap to go to take a 2nd podium for the day. And Karros, we're going to ride along with him. I got to do it. I'm going to do it in this fashion because I just have a better opportunity to see the race lines. GT putting the pressure on Karros. Again, final lap. They've seen the white flag. The next time they come around, it will be the checkered. And Shaggy getting into that corner nice and tidy. Hits that apex perfectly. Has to do it. Back on the gas. And now look at this. Karros spinning up a little bit, but GT is attacking. And Brand ready to clean up if there's any bit of a coming together. But look at this. He's under pressure heavily from Scarhand. So Scarhand wants to try to do something with Brand. And I think Shaggy's got this in the bag as long as he holds it together through Le Mans. And he has. They're not going to catch Shaggy. He knows he's got it in the bag. So this is where Karros knows that a dive is going to come. And he's already positioned himself. It's mind games. There it is. This is beautiful, folks. RBHM GT against AAR. Where's he going to do it? Going into the curve. And Joe GT's on the outside. Is he going to make it work? But Karros back on the gas. He holds him off. Brand holds off Scarhand. Beautifully done. There you have it. 4th place secured by Mr. Patty Karros himself. Shaggy taking 3rd. We knew that AXR took the win. Or was it Fozzie? It was Fozzie. Fozzie took the win. I am all out of sorts. Eagle Eye has taken 2nd. Unofficially, that is. We haven't seen the penalty time, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I do feel a little bit bad for getting that wrong. It's not an easy job sitting back here, folks. I know it looks like, all, road, how do you say it? It looks like it's just easy to sit back in the commentator's booth and watch a race, but there is a lot to look at here, and I occasionally do get it wrong. So my assistant, you know, she's doing a great job, but you know, even her, it's a little bit of a lot of information to help me sometimes. So again, all my viewers, I really appreciate you coming out and checking out the stream today. We definitely had a good time. The racing was epic, as one of comments was made. Thank you very much. And let's just go through the official race results. Fozzie taking the win. So it was not a trifecta for GT. He did take the first 2 race wins, and Fozzie takes that last race win. I'm gonna try to get him in here for a quick interview. Let's see if we can get him in here. We're not really sure if he'll be able to show up or not, but let's see who got fast lap. So fast lap was a 120.1. Eagle Eye had a 120.105. That's the fastest so far. And there is, yep, I do believe it was Scarhand picking up another point for fastest lap at a 120.105. Fozzie had the second fastest lap at a 120.174. So Fozzie really doing good there with a limited PI at 577, running about 700s faster than, or slower than Eagle Eye. So did a great job there. GT running a 120.4. That was dirty, but of course he's at a 577 PI. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Fozzie up into the commentator's booth, or I am wrong. He has just showed up. There he is, folks. AXR Fozzie with the race win on the 3rd race. Congratulations, sir. How'd it go? Also want to remind you to include your audio, so just click the box, check the box at the top, and then that will include your audio onto the stream for me. There he is.
Hello.
Fozzie, congratulations. Beautiful win there. Under a lot of pressure. You had a lot of fast drivers behind you, but you were able to pull it out and secure that win. Congratulations.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, the random grid helped out massively. Me starting 2nd, I think it was.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of quick drivers behind me.
So were you feeling the
know.
pressure? Were you feeling the pressure in the final race there? You knew you had you got into the pits a bit late. Were you thinking you were going to come out in front of the other drivers?
When I actually pitted, I actually thought AXR Eagle Eye was going to pass me. It was close, really close. But yeah.
Well, you finished the race with no penalty time, so good on you. You really maximized your potential there. And Eagle Eye did have a 2.25 seconds penalty, so you may, you may have had it anyway. So either way, you performed well today. Congratulations on that. And hopefully this will climb you up in the points, and we'll see you maybe again on the podium next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Cheers, man.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and congratulations on that win.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. You too.
Yep. Cheers. Yep. Well, there you have it, folks. That was AXR Fozzie demonstrating his skill sets today, as he basically said the random grid helped him out. So, yeah, I can see that for sure. That random grid, if you're up front, it really does give you a chance to kind of make a break. So, if you didn't see all 3 races, go back and definitely watch the tape delay. Make a comment. We do appreciate everything that you guys have done in all your comments. If you like the racing, if you like the commentating, do me a solid and go down into the donate button and donate. We're going to try to make this stream even better and provide more material for you guys and better content. And so we appreciate your support. It's been a great fun today. These guys are awesome fast drivers. I love commentating on the clean racing. You don't see a lot of crazy driving with these groups, and it's been a lot of fun. So join us next week. Again, same time, same place, same fast drivers, and we will go to round 3 of this MX-5 Mazda Cup, and we'll continue it there, and we will also calculate the points and discuss that in the beginning of the stream next week. So with that said, we're going to end the stream. Thank you so much for your time and watching and coming out today. It's been a really good time. So cheers to all you people out there, and we'll see you next week. This is Speed Curves. Checking out.